10 things to know before you travel to Europe. If you alone or together with a friend, girlfriend or family are planning to go to Europe, this video is for you. I'm pretty sure you'll appreciate any advice to help make your travels go smoother and safer. Europe is one of the busiest places for tourists, so hopefully, you'll find these tips helpful. Let me know if you agree, disagree, or would add anything to the list below. And please feel free to share this with anyone you know going to Europe. Here are 12 things to know before you travel to Europe. 1. Make sure you have a valid passport. If you're planning to travel out of the country, now is the time to find your passport and make sure it's valid. Remember that many countries require that your passport be valid for at least 6 months, some just 3 months, after your arrival date before they'll grant entry to their country. It doesn't matter if you're only going for a day, if you don't have at least 6 months validity, you could, and probably will, be denied entry. 2. Pack light plus what not to pack. One of my top 3 travel tips is to pack light. Trust me, it will make your travel experience so much easier. I used to pack heavy, but I learned the benefits of traveling light, like not having to pay for checked luggage, not having to show up early to the airport, and not having to stand in long lines to check your bag or stand around for what seems like an eternity for your bags to come out at baggage claim. You also don't have to worry about the airline losing your bag. 3. Pack an extra bag. If you think you might do a fair bit of shopping on your travels, then pack a thin, lightweight duffel bag in your carry-on or checked suitcase. That way, if you have too much stuff, you can check an extra bag on the way back. Tip 2. If you purchase expensive items, then put your dirty clothes in the checked bag and carry the more valuable items on the plane. 4. Combat jet lag plus how to sleep on a plane. The best way to combat jet lag is to get on the local schedule as soon as possible. I usually start doing this the day before I fly by going to bed early, and the moment I get on the plane, I set my watch to local time. I then try to sleep and eat at the times they would be doing so at my destination. If you take an overnight flight and don't get much rest, don't go to sleep when you arrive. Instead, fight it. Try and stay awake until at least 10 p.m. so you can get on local time as soon as possible. 5. Call your credit card company. Tell your bank and credit card company before you leave on your trip that you are going out of the country. Let them know the places you are going and the dates you'll be away, because after all of the credit card hacking, they will put a block on your cards immediately, and this can put a real damper on your trip. So make a quick call in advance or get online to avoid this hassle. 6. Always pay in local currency. One of the biggest scams I find major stores committing overseas is after they swipe my credit card and it registers as US, they try and make it sound like they are helping me save money when they say, "Oh, would you like to pay in US dollars or euros/pounds? Or whatever their local currency is." Paying in US dollars would seem to be the more convenient option, but in reality, it's not. In fact, it's a total rip-off, since the stores that do this charge a higher exchange fee than your bank back home does. So, remember to always pay in the local currency of the country you're in. 7. Avoid ATM fees. Before leaving the country, it's always smart to check with your bank to see what ATM fees to expect. When you use a foreign ATM, you could be charged a variety of fees, including non-bank ATM usage fees, ATM operator access fees, and international transaction fees for conversion to your home country's currency. One way to limit such fees is to use your local ATM before departure or debit card at one of your bank's international partner ATMs. This enables you to avoid the non-bank usage fee for each withdrawal, transfer or balance, as well as the ATM operator access fee. 8. Download apps like Google Maps and Google Translate. These days, you rarely have to worry about not being able to communicate overseas. People always think I speak multiple languages because I travel so often and don't have a difficult time doing it. Sadly, I only speak English and I'm not even very good at that. However, I've noticed that more and more people are speaking English in the past 15 years, especially the younger generation. During all my travels, I only once ran into a problem not speaking the local language, and that was in China. But since then, there's been a whole slew of technological innovation, including the Google Translate app. It's free to download and can translate over 108 languages. The app also has instant camera translation, translate text in images instantly by just pointing your camera. Travelers can translate any text including street signs and menus just by holding up their camera. The translation is suddenly overlaid on the phone screen, just like that. 9. Check your phone plan. Before you start using all of your apps, make sure your cell provider won't bankrupt you. Before leaving on your trip, call your provider and ask them if you are covered for the countries you are traveling to. If not, either turn your phone off or put it in airplane mode and just use Wi-Fi. 10. Get an adapter plus power strip. Instead of buying multiple individual plug adapters, with a power strip, you can just buy one, or if you travel a lot, then buy one multi-country adapter like this one. That way, you can plug multiple cords in and just use one outlet. And that's key, since a lot of hotel rooms and cabins on cruises only have 1 or 2 outlets. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.